Well, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my English channel. I am Herson. Probably you already know that. This is Check on English. Yes, my project. And I am going to be using my project to teach English immersion program classes. To start with, I will let you know that I was expecting to stream, right, to go live, but I couldn't because YouTube changed the policies of the channels. So that means that I won't be able to go live until we have 1,000 subscribers, sadly. But anyway, I'll try to use the less time as possible and be clear to make sure everybody understand everything we're going to see today. And today we're going to be using Interchange 5th edition, the intro book. Yes, we're using 5th edition this year. And what we're going to do is we're going over a short review of previous units before we stopped the classes. So to make sure, right, just to make sure everybody is in the same page, or in the same page in this case. So very quickly, let's go to unit number 9. Unit number 9. That is on page, what is it? Page 58. I always eat breakfast. This unit 9. So as you remember, I always eat breakfast. We were talking about different kinds of food. And as you remember, this is an exercise where you have a lot of different food, and I need all of you to practice this vocabulary. If you don't understand any of this vocabulary, you can just write me privately to my WhatsApp or to this same channel. I can also answer your comments. So that is not a problem, right? That's not a problem. So again, you're going to practice exercise number 1 in your books and the vocabulary. Make sure you learn this and investigate about all of the vocabulary, right? Not in Spanish again. You need to do it in English. So to go very quick with this unit, let's go to the grammar focus number 3, exercise number 3, count and non-count nouns. What do you remember about count nouns and non-count nouns? Something easy to remember, because what you need to have in mind is the difference between one and another. Count nouns, like the name says it, right? Count nouns are nouns that we can't number. Like, for example, 1, 2, 3. Using any kind of fruit, let's say, for example, apples. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples. Different to non-count nouns where we cannot count them. For example, bread. Yes, I know. Bread in Spanish is different to English because, right, we can count apples. 1 apple, 2 apples, right? 2 apples. What is the point? The point is with bread, right? In English, it's impossible to count bread. We need to use a unit of measurement. Measurement is to quantify bread. So bread in English is non-countable. Apple, countable. Bread is non-countable. So it's impossible to say 1 bread, right? It's impossible, so don't do it. And then 2 breads. No, this is not correct. All right. We cannot number bread. Bread is uncountable. So countable and non-countable. Period. If we want to measure bread, we need to use another word before bread. For example, one, attention here, slice of bread. Now, yes. Right? We're using a unit to number bread. Same with water. Water is not countable. So you don't say one water. In Spanish, we use it, especially here in the Dominican Republic, because our Spanish is like special, is different to other countries, let's say. So in English, you cannot say one water, right, and two waters. No, you cannot do that. That's incorrect. So if you want to measure, if you want to quantify water, you need to use a unit. Like, for example, one bottled water. Now, yes, one bottled water, but we cannot say one water. So that's incorrect. Basically, this is the most important things you need to know about countable and non-countable nouns. Other thing you need to remember is the plural form of countable nouns. As you remember, apple, right, is only one. But when you want to say the plural form is with an S. And also remember what we have practiced about the plural. The plural form has three different pronunciations. It has the S sound, the Z sound, and the IS sound, right? We have three different sounds. It's very important, everybody, to practice these plural form pronunciations because you're going to need them in the future for more references about the plural form. And not only that, also the third form, singular form of the verbs, when you conjugate them with he, she, and it, is the same rule. So you need to practice that at home very, very much. By now, we're going to practice that later, right? The plural pronunciation. By now, what I need you to remember is that countable nouns and non-countable nouns are different. Countable nouns, we can number countable nouns. And non-countable nouns or uncountable nouns, which is the same, we cannot number. We need to use a special unit to measure these non-countable nouns. So thank you guys for watching this short video. I know it's very short, but it is needed because I cannot go live. I am going to prepare another video right now talking about the plural forms of the countable nouns. So thank you for watching the video. I am going to get ready for the next video, all right? So stay tuned. Bye.